to be making smothered turkey wings today. I have 4 pounds of turkey wings that I separated the wing from the tip. The tips are separated from the wing. I seasoned these up with salt, pepper, and adobo powder. We're going to brown them up. Before we get started, here's a flashback to yesterday's fishing trip. If I'm not in the kitchen cooking, I always like to be out fishing. In a large pan, I have 2 cups of vegetable oil and also 1 cup of olive oil. Here we have about 8 ribs of celery and 1 whole head of garlic, 4 bell peppers sliced, and 2 large onions sliced. We're going to go back to the turkey wings here, and we're going to lightly bread them and brown them up in our large pan of oil. Okay, I breaded our turkey wings just as if you were going to fry a batch of chicken. There's some flour, just a tiny bit of cornmeal, some salt and pepper in there. Season up the flour. I'm going to place them in our hot oil. I want them to brown up. I don't want them to burn. So let's watch our heat as we brown up these turkey wings. Let's get started. We're finished frying up our tasty turkey wings, so I'm going to go ahead and put our 2 large onions and 4 bell peppers in the pot and let them begin to saute up. I'll let them sweat it out. Smells so good in here. Very tempting not to try out one of those fried turkey wings. So I'm going to let it do its thing and we'll be back. We're going to make a roux. Stick these turkey wings inside of our gravy and let them cook down until they're falling off the bone. Okay, they've had some times to themselves. I'm going to add in our celery and our garlic. Let them sweat out a little bit, and I'm going to throw in some flour. I have about a cup of flour. We'll see how much we'll need. Make our roux. And we're going to, sorry about the fogginess. Put the turkey wings in and let them start to smother down. Looks good, smells great. I just added in about a tablespoon of butter. Sorry for the fogginess. As you can see, it's hot. And it smells so good. Okay, I'm going to start making a roux. I'm going to sprinkle in, I'm going to go about a half a cup of flour first to see. I want this to be a nice thick gravy. There's a couple different ways you can make roux. This is one of my favorite ways to make it, either to dry, brown the roux, by just taking a hot pan and sticking the flour in and letting it brown up, or doing it this way with the veggies. About half a cup of flour. Again, I want a nice thick gravy. For these smothered turkey wings. I don't have a roux spoon yet, so I'm going to use a spatula. Can't wait to get a roux spoon. Those bits will come up after we put our liquid in. I'm going to use water to make our broth today. You can use a chicken broth if you want it to. Okay. While I'm thinking about it, I have some red pepper flakes. Let's throw a couple of those in there. Give it a little bit of heat. Also, we're going to throw in a couple bay leaves. Of course, we're going to throw in a couple bay leaves. Alright, let's let that brown up. We'll be back. We're still making roux. You can see how much the vegetables cook down, which is why I use so many. You can brown up your flour or your roux as dark as you want it to be. I think I'm going to stop about right here. It's not going to be a really, really dark gravy. So we can get these turkey wings a-rolling. Okay, I have about 6 cups of water I'm going to pour in. Now another great way you can make this is add in some okra. Right about this time when you're making the gravy and you're putting your turkey wings in, you can add in some chopped or whole okra. Delicious. I've done it before. It was great. I'm going to bring this up to a boil and see how thick our gravy is going to be. Okay, now we're bubbling. Again, it's not a really dark roux or gravy, but that's okay. It's your preference on how dark you want it. I'll do another video of making shades of roux so you can see how to make a deeper roux if you want. But this is nice and thick, just like I want it. The trick now is to make sure that your roux or your gravy is seasoned the way you want it to be seasoned before putting the meat in. I'm putting in 1/4 of a cup of Creole Soul. Creole Soul seasoning. So you want to make sure this gravy has some flavor before you stick your turkey wings back in. And that Creole Soul is going to give it a shade, a different shade because of all the great seasonings it has in it. So take a minute and give your gravy a test before you stick your turkey wings back in the pot. Okay, I added another 1/4 of a cup of Creole Soul seasoning, so a total of a 1/2 cup of Creole Soul seasoning to the gravy. Taste it, don't over salt it. Taste it after the turkey wings, not chicken, although you could do this with chicken too, it would be just as good. Taste it after the turkey wings have simmered down and they've started to fall off the bone. I would taste it and see if you need any more salt or pepper. So let's go ahead and add these guys back in. Look at how thick that is. It's going to be great. Check on it ever so often. If it's too thick, add a little bit more broth or water. I turn the heat down to a low simmer. And in a couple hours, I'm going to come back and check it and see what everything looks like. Okay? So stay with me. We'll see how delicious this looks in a couple hours. Okay? We'll be back soon. Ooh. There we are, a little bit better. Okay, so we're about 2 hours in, and they're just starting to fall off the bone. I don't want to take it off the bone. I want them just right where they are. So I turn the heat off.